Hello guys and welcome to another episode of my FIFA 18 West Ham United career mode. In today's episode we have 4 huge games. First of all we have a Carabao Cup final against Burnley, a repeat of last season's Carabao Cup final. And then we have an away match against Chelsea, a home game against Southampton, and then finally we have an away game against Leicester. So a huge game in store with 4 action-packed games hopefully will be coming up in this episode. But first of all we have a game against Burnley. I'll join you when I do pick the team. This team that have decided to go against Burnley in the Carabao Cup final. In goals, Lafont, who's gone up to an 87 overall now. He is going up nicely. Then we have at right back is Amir Nadu, De Vrij and Hernandez at centre back. Masuaku on the left hand side of the defence. Rabiot, Chan, Antonio, Lanzini, Barco and Roberto Firmino's back up front. Let's hope we can win and start the episode on a high. Here's Chris Wood, still Chris Wood. Hendrick has scored 1-0 Burnley. Bad defending there from me, but we've been so good in this game and that is very undeserved. But one break and Burnley have punished us. It is Hendrick who does score and comes with us. Chris Wood, we were warned about him and we knew how dangerous he is, and he squares it to Hendrick who doesn't miss, and it's now 1-0 to Burnley and not a good start to this game. Here is Roberto, still has it. Roberto, we're going to square it to Antonio who finishes, and we're back in the game just before half time. Perfect response from us. We've been very good since we have gone down 1-0 and we finally broke into their defence, and Antonio left unmarked comfortably finishes and no chance for the goalkeeper. Brilliant turning there from Roberto Firmino, who's been brilliant ever since we signed him, and it's now 1-1 now and we're back in the game, and let's hope we can continue this form and hopefully grab a win. And that is half time. Good first half, a good response after going 1-0 down, but we need to continue our form into the second half and hopefully retain this trophy for the second year in a row. And a very good performance, and we're definitely well capable of beating Burnley. Here's Hendrick, pass it to Umar. Umar has scored an absolute beauty, and that is now 2-1 to Burnley, and we mean counter-attack once again. It's not very good and we're behind once again after such good work, and we are now 2-1 down. And Burnley have just scored another beauty. They are now 3-1 up, and once again we are behind, and I'm gonna have to make a change here because that was poor. And now I'm gonna have to bring on someone who I know will score, and I'm gonna bring on Embolo and Brandt, and I'm also gonna bring on Mukhtar. Let's hope these changes work because we really need to get back into this game, and I'm gonna move Embolo up front, Brandt there and Mukhtar there. Let's hope these changes work and we can get back into the game. We're going to play Brandt it through, and we have. Brandt has to finish it here. Brandt's going to take it from this and has scored, and it's now 3-2, and we just need to grab another goal and we're back in the game, but we just can't afford to concede. And after coming on, Brandt has showed us why he should be in the team all the time, because of his presence, his attacking presence, and he had no problems finishing that bit close to the goalkeeper, but I instantly knew that he was not going to miss, and it's now 3-2 and we are back in it. Crossed in, and that is 4-2. Like, they've only had 4 chances in this game and they scored 4 goals from it. This is not fair. I'm gonna have to attack really fast here. To Brandt. Brandt takes a shot and has pegged one back. 4-3 now. What a cup final. Come on lads, one more goal we just need. And that is it. We've lost against Burnley. I'm not watching these, and that's it. We've lost the cup final and we move on, unfortunately. Second loss in a row now, and this season is just falling apart now after every game. I've had to make a few changes on that cup heartbreak against Burnley. I have had to bring in Sarr for Hernandez, who was very tired. I have had to brought in Fosa Mensah for Amin Adu, Oscar in for Lanzini, Bergwijn in for Antonio, and Brandt back in for Barco, and also need to bring in Neves in for Chance. Yeah, we need this win against Chelsea because the league is our only hope of winning a trophy this season. So yeah, let's hope we do win this game and keep the pressure on Manchester United. And Firmino shoots and has scored. Unexpected goal, terrible clearance there from David Luiz, and Roberto Firmino can clean up, and he is finished, and it's now 1-0 against Chelsea. Look at this shocking clearance here. Actually, it wasn't David Luiz, it was Azpilicueta, I think it was. I absolutely skipped it, but terrible clearance there from whoever was at the back, and we are now 1-0 up, and that is half time. Terrible first half other than that chance that we had. Chelsea being all over us, and it's not very deserved that goal that we got, but that's how football goes. We leaded the break against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, and I'm pretty happy that we were able to actually finish the only chance that we had, 'cause I don't think it's going to change in the second half. We're going to absolutely dominate this team because they're going to pile on more pressure. And yeah, so Manchester United are losing at the break, so that means that if we win this game, we're only 2 points off them, and they are top of the league. So there's a possibility we can win this Premier League, and I'm very excited about how this season's gonna pan out now. So yeah, we get into the second half and confidence that we can seal the victory. Here's Saba Costa, Morata into, and that is an equaliser. Terrible defender for me. They're counter-attacking us with numbers, and they go off and celebrate with the fans, but terrible defender for me. I should have tackled earlier, or even committed into the runner there. I didn't watch Morata, and he easily finishes, and it's now 1-0, and we need to get back into this game and hopefully get a winner. And we should have got attacked there, but it isn't. It's full time. Another disappointing result because it was so hard to actually break through that Chelsea defence, and we come away with points, and I'm just so disappointed that we cannot win a game on this thing anymore. And yeah, a point is a point though. I can't give out about, and you can see they just dominated with possession, they dominated with shots. Oh, I found it so hard to break through their defence. But anyway, we move on with that 1-1 draw against Chelsea. This team that had decided to go against Southampton at home, in goals of font as usual, back four of Amin Adu, De Vrij, Hernandez come back, and Masuaku, Rabiot and Chan at the centre defensive midfield spots, and then Bergwijn, Lanzini, Brandt and Firmino from strongest team I can possibly put out, and hopefully we can get a win after that disappointing draw against Chelsea. Here's Lanzini now to Firmino. Firmino, we're going to take a shot with Firmino. We have scored 1-0 West Ham United against Southampton, and it's now 11 minutes played and a quick fire goal. I knew Firmino wasn't going to miss it once he took that shot, and a brilliant goal. And it's now 1-0, and we are back scoring ways, thank God. And here is Bergwijn to Firmino. Firmino, we're going to take a shot with Firmino. We have scored 2-0 to West Ham United against Southampton. Perfect start to this game after only 15 minutes, and we are now 2-0 up. And that is half time. Brilliant first half from the lads. 2 quick fire goals in succession, and we are now 1-0 going into the break, or 2-0 going into the break. And let's hope we continue this form into the second half and hold on to the win. And that is full time, boringest second half ever. Not many chances to report in that half. Pretty dull second half, but luckily we got those 2 goals early on thanks to a brace from Firmino, and it's now I think we're undefeated in the league in 4 games, something like that. But good performance from the lads again, and another good home performance. We march on the league, hopefully ever closer to that first spot. Last game of the episode against Leicester City. In goals of Font, Aminatu, De Vrij, Hernandez, Masuaku, Rabiot, Chan, Antonio, Lanzini, Brandt and Roberto Firmino from. So a very strong team, strongest team that can possibly put out. Let's hope we can get a win against Leicester and finish the episode on a high. Here's Aminatu now. I'm going to pass it to Lanzini. He takes a shot and is fouled and it's a penalty. And he injures himself as well, which I wouldn't really call that a penalty. I think Lanzini really ran into the player, to be fair. We'll see this now in a minute. Let's see. I think he just ran into him. Yeah, no, that wasn't a penalty, to be honest. Anyway, I won't complain. I'm not going to take it with Lanzini. I'm going to take it with I'm going to take it with Bobby. Roberto. Okay, let's put this into the top corner. It might be a bit too high. And it is, it's well saved though by Schmeichel. And it's now a corner. And Vardy gets through everyone. Vardy to Kaputska. And he scored an absolute beauty. And we're now 1-0 down against Leicester. We should have put that penalty away. That would have changed the game completely, but no. We're now 1-0 down after a great strike there from Kaputska. And we need to get back into this game. We are now 1-0 down. And it doesn't look good. And so yeah, let's get back to it. 1-0 against Leicester. Here's Brandt now. Brandt needs some support, but he's going to go all his way. And Antonio does score. And we are now back in the game. Once again, it's before half time. We seem to be always scoring goals before half time. Great shot, firstly from Brandt. And Antonio finishes and cleans up the mess. And it's now 1-1. And we go into half time level. And it's half time. Great performance in that first half. We should have scored that penalty though. And that could have maybe changed the game. But anyway, we're back in the game. 1-1 now, and we've definitely been bouncing back well after we did concede that goal, Capucha goal. But anyway, we go into half time 1-1, and let's hope we can go into the second half and hopefully grab the winner. Full time, and very disappointing to end the episode. A 1-1 draw against Leicester. Wish we could have just got that winner, but it wasn't to be. And yeah, so disappointing end to the episode, I must say. Not the best episode that I kind of hoped in mind, but anyway, we move on, and hopefully Manchester United drop points. I have decided to sim this home game against Leeds because I just think it's a pretty pointless game to play. And yeah, I think we should be able to get 3 points. We're playing at home. I don't know where Leeds are. I think they're not doing too well this season. So yeah, 3-1 win. Simples. And yeah, that's where we are going to leave today's episode. I hope you did enjoy. If so, smash that like button. As you see, we are now top of the table, ahead of Manchester United. So that is Manchester United's second loss in a row. So they're not doing too good at the moment. And we have got 2 emails, and that is press conference and the last match, and he's just thanking us for playing him. But yeah, I don't know how many games we have left. I think it's like 9, so we have 3, 6, yeah, 9 games. So in the next episode we'll have another 4 games. We'll play at home against Burnley, we'll play away against West Brom, at home against Norwich, and then we'll play at home against Spurs. And then I might do the last episode with all these 5 matches in between just to end the episode, or I might do it live, I'm not too sure yet. But yeah, I hope you did enjoy. If so, smash that like button, and I'll see you in the next episode very soon.